Okay, everything is set up, guys. What is up? I feel exactly how this Snorlax I'm holding is absolutely feeling. that's how I'm feeling right now. So I'm trying something new with this podcast, guys. This is something absolutely new that I'm trying. So I want to thank everyone on Twitter right now who's coming in and join the podcast. This is something I'm trying out that's absolutely new. I'm trying out the new Twitter space. I tried out, the podcast started when I started doing this on the other Twitter app that I can't think of the name right now. But yeah, no, this is really cool that I'm starting this out. So guys, podcast, where's the Squirtle? The Squirtle's over there. For people watching on YouTube, YouTube comments, I reply to YouTube comments. I'm not sure with Twitter Space. I don't think there is comments. I don't think so. But I'm trying out new stuff. But with New York Islanders, boy, do we have a lot to talk about. Sadly, talk about. Hopefully that I didn't just bust up my mic quality right there. Boy, do we have a lot to talk about this week with this team. It's pretty much sucks. Yeah, Uncle Leo Snorlax. Yes, the Uncle Leo Snorlax is right behind me, where he always is. And some would say, I've heard some say on some podcasts, that this is the Uncle Leo curse. Uncle Leo has left the team for Russia, and now we are in this losing streak. I'll tell you right now, that is a bunch of BS. So guys, just a warning for people on my Twitter. I do curse on the podcast periodically. I don't want to, but I feel like it's necessary at some points. And when the Islanders are losing, I find it necessary to curse. And if you call this the Uncle Leo curse, I'm sorry, but that's mega bullshit. I'm sorry. No. It's not because of Uncle Leo. No, it is not. If Uncle Leo was still on this team, we'd still be in a losing slump right now. I'll tell you that. Yeah, sadly, it's just the Islanders just not playing up to aptitude. Not playing up to the aptitude I have seen them play. That's what sucks about it. But hey guys, hi in the chat. I see you guys in the chat. And I see you guys on Twitter. I see you guys too. Thank you so much. All hell is broken loose. Yeah, I guess you could say that. The team spirit is still there, and I thought that was a great point brought up today by my friend Stefan. Stefan brought up a great point on Twitter today, that from the pictures you can tell team spirit is still there. Team tenacity, everything is still there. And I see that too, that the team is still has that same love and energy for the team. They haven't given up. It's just about cohesiveness. Cohesiveness from this team. It's just not there. To lose 2 players and have the whole team fall apart shouldn't be a thing, in my own personal opinion. To lose 2 players, it's like the year we lost Devon Taves. We didn't fall apart because we lost Devon Taves. And we shouldn't have fallen apart just because we lost Nick Leddy and Jordan Everly. I'm sorry, but you shouldn't fall apart just by losing 2 players. It's just a sense of a lack of cohesiveness, a lack of confidence, and you can see that primarily with Noah Dobson. You want to talk about confidence boosting? When Noah Dobson's confidence boosted, and I've seen that over the past few games, especially this last game, man, has he soared. Noah Dobson has soared. I mean, when he did that move around the Blackhawks defenseman, even the person in front of me even was like, I went behind him. I was like, damn, who's that? That was not Noah Dobson at all. Honestly, I went, damn, who is that? And we started laughing because that's the Noah Dobson we've been waiting for. And it's nice to see him blossom. If you want my honest opinion, I haven't been so overly impressed with Noah Dobson, but if the Blackhawks game has showed me anything, it's that brilliance of a player is in there. He's in there, he's ready to burst, he's ready to forthcome into this league and become a staple of a defenseman. And he's coming in, he's gonna tear it up if he keeps playing like he did last night. Now, people okay, Dylan. This is where the Dylans come in and where I start laughing. Fire Trotz. No. I'm sorry, but no. So I saw that Eyes on Isles article. Oh, Barry and Lou aren't the answer. They just took us to the Eastern Conference Finals for 2 years in a row. But they aren't the answer. Oh, goodness, no. You can be critical, and I don't mind you being critical of their of lines that Barry Trotz has done, of trades or pickups that Lou has done. That's fine. You can be critical. But when you're just outright saying they need to be fired, like a Mike Milbury, no. Basically this season's already over. You know what? Say whatever you want. I'm gonna believe till the end. Maybe that's just the optimist in me. I'm an optimistic person. You can say all you want. Oh, the season's over. We're never gonna do it. You know what? Fine. If you're done with the team, bye. Bye-bye. Be done with the team and move on then. I'm not done with this team, so I'm going to keep continuing on with this team that I love. And will support till the end until statistically, there is no way we can make the playoffs. I'm going to ride this train for as long as I can. I'm believing in this team no matter what. And LA Lou on YouTube coming in with the 5. Thank you so much, LA Lou. He says, popped in to say I'm glad you're back at it. Thank you. It's more power to you. I love your energy and do it. And do it to it, kiddo. Later. Thank you, LA Lou. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm sorry if I have a lisp today, guys. I'm trying to talk through it. As you guys know, I had 2 seizures a few days ago, so my tongue was very sore. That's why I didn't do the Islanders game on Saturday. It's literally because talking 2 days ago was actually very, very difficult. So to talk today is much better. I'm sorry if I do have a little lisp at some points saying certain things. I'm trying to push through it to give you guys a podcast. But yeah, it's a little difficult. It's a little difficult just trying to push through it. And then today with the med situation, if you follow me on Twitter, I've been a mess. You want the rundown? I've been a mess. My team's been a mess. It's gone hand in hand, honestly. You want the honest truth? It's just gone hand in hand. But let's just get into Islanders hockey, because that's what you're all here for. That's what we're here to talk about. 11 games with at least 3 games with points. Woo! 3 games with points, but 11-game losing streak. Did I expect this at all? Hell to the no. Hell to the goddamn no. I did not expect this at all coming from this team. But that's what happens, I guess, when you get guys that they just can't finish into the net. And thank you, Michael Irish on YouTube. I appreciate it. But it's definitely been eye-opening to see how much, from our forwards, how much this was a problem offensively from this team. How much we were lacking offensively to get the puck in the net, to come back and win games, whether it be in overtime or a shootout. Even though I absolutely condemn and hate the shootouts, but that's a topic for a later time. But yeah, it's been like baby steps. Like, we've gotten so much closer and closer. Last night against the Blackhawks, tying it up with 2.3 seconds left. Noah Dobson killing it just absolutely blasting a shot into the left corner. To be at the arena when he scored that was absolutely, I live for those moments as a hockey fan. I think any hockey fan can agree right there. You live for those moments, those buzzer beaters. I don't, like, honestly, as much as I'm upset that we lost, I can't be too upset because that was so amazing to watch. That was such an amazing goal to see go in. But man, that was a tough loss, especially when you have a comeback like that. That's a tough loss to take. And, you know, we're going up against the Sens. They just won in a shootout tonight. But again, shootouts mean nothing! Like, shootouts mean absolutely nothing. LA Lou, again with another 5 on YouTube. Thank you so much. He goes, I agree with you 100%. Your team is not your team, good or bad. Your team is your team, good or bad. Excuse me. If you're not with your team through the bad, don't come looking for the high five during the good. There, exactly, LA Lou. That's how I feel 100%. It's just, you know, you want to drop out on the Islanders right now after they're having a bad start. Fine. Goodbye. I've grown up watching this team suck my whole entire life. Like, this is basically scratching the surface of what I felt as a kid. Like, I'm used to this, I guess you could say. I'm used to being disappointed by this team. But I don't know. I'm still love them to death, and I still want them to succeed. And I think it's still a possibility. It's just going over the hump. It's a change in decisions. Now, Barry, this is where I criticize you. Where you think Sebastian Aho is the answer over Robin Salo. Why? Listen, I remember Brendan saying that he's the answer to our power play issues. No, Oliver Wahlstrom was our answer to the power play issues. Oliver Wahlstrom was the one sniping it on net during the power play. Like, I don't know. And then last night, like, I guess you could say it was Aho. I mean, he got the assist, but that was all JG Pageau. I don't know. To me, it's just, he's not the answer to the power play. And I certainly don't think he's the answer to our defensive dilemmas. It's just not it. Sebastian Aho, I think he's a wonderful person. It's nothing against him. I just personally don't think he's the answer to our defensive situation. And then going forward, what was interesting to see last night, Matt Martin scratched, but we found out that through Barry Trotz that apparently Matt Martin's been having a nagging issue. Did not say what specific type of issue, what kind of injury that Matt Martin's been dealing with, but that he's had a nagging issue, and Ross Johnston hasn't gotten much playtime, so he decided to let Matt Martin have the night off and let Ross Johnston in, which I can't even say that I was really disappointed about because Matt Martin hasn't been too fantastic. I hate to say it, but without Casey Cizikas, Matt Martin really hasn't shown much. And I think it was a perfect time to let Ross Johnston get a swing at it. Did Ross Johnston do much? No. But it wasn't too horrible. Cal Clutterbuck has really come into his own, though. If you want to talk about a fourth liner that really has improved, in my opinion, Cal Clutterbuck. He's looked so much more on top of the puck, so much more attentive, so much more, more drives to the net. I've been more impressed with Cal Clutterbuck. And I have to say I've been happy with his play, regardless of whose line he's on. I think when Casey Cizikas comes back from COVID protocol, if Cal Clutterbuck keeps playing the same way he has, Cizikas and Clutterbuck, that's going to be some pairing. I really think that's going to be something if Cal Clutterbuck keeps playing to the same level he does as he has these past 2 games. I would love to see more of that Cal Clutterbuck with Casey Cizikas the way he plays. The Sens won their last 2 games. Well, you know what, Erud on YouTube? You know what, Erud? Let's change that. Let's change this, you know. Let's change that. Let's put them on the L list. Let's change that column. I really feel once the Islanders change their column, once the Islanders break through to that W column, I'm hoping that they want to stay there and they break through to stay on that column. Because it's not going to get easier. Right after we play the Ottawa Senators, we play the Nashville Predators, who have been on top of their game, who have been a scary team to play against. And you know what? That's gonna be a tough game. You know, you go from something like the Ottawa Senators, who I think are going against us off a back-to-back. Yeah, because they just played the Devils tonight. So we're getting the Ottawa Senators off a back-to-back game. We're coming in fresh. They're coming in tired. And especially since they're coming in extra tired, since they just went through a shootout with the New Jersey Devils. We're going to be fresh and off the beaten path against the Ottawa Senators. Well, they're going to be, like, it's just, you have to win. You have to win this game. This is a necessity. An absolute necessity win. I don't know what else to call it at this point. I really don't know what else to call it at this point when you're on an 11-game losing streak. I don't know what else to call it. There's nothing else you can call it at this point. Do you follow any other sports than hockey? No, not really, LA Lou. Oh, Julie, welcome. Yeah, I see your husband often, Michael Irish. He's great. Chicago was coming off a game when they versed you. It's no guarantee. 2022 draft looks good, and that's, you're talking about a draft when it's only freaking December. I'm not gonna throw in the towel. I'm not throwing in the towel on this team, and I never will throw in the towel on this team. You're asking me to throw in the towel on this team that I love with all my heart, and they still have a chance. Call me crazy, but I still think this team has a chance to make it to the playoffs. And if they do, let's say, God forbid, they make it to a wild card spot, they make it into the playoffs. Take names. Take names. Take everyone who's saying they're done. Take those names. I want to see them at the end of the season. I want to see what they're saying. I'm not giving up. Done. The worst case scenario, we get a nice pick. Oh no. Like, it's 2-0 Pittsburgh when they were facing Seattle. Oh, that game just started. Jeez, man. Seattle's down 2-0 already against Pittsburgh. Poor Seattle. Ranger versus Islanders, love to see it. That's always a fun game. Now for the bad news. Yeah, again, 4 minutes against Seattle. Whew. Jeez, man. I mean, if you were looking for who was going to win the Seattle versus Penguins game, I would have said Penguins right off the bat. I'm not going to say Seattle was going to win that game anywhere close. I mean, the Metro, that's the only problem, is how badly good the Metro is. The Metro is unbelievably competitive. That's what sucks, is that if the Islanders came out and go on a tear of a win streak right now, and if let's, like, compare it, if they were in, like, the Pacific and versus the Metro, like, we'd have a much better chance of making playoffs than we do right now of being in the Metropolitan Division. That's what sucks, and there's nothing you can do about that, as it's just the teams that are thrown with you in your division. But I'm not giving up. I can't give up. I will be with this team, love this team, support this team through any tear that we go through. 11 games, 20 games, 30 games. I don't care. We can do it. We can turn this around. You want something? I don't know. For me personally, I thought Parise had a pretty decent game last night. I thought that line did pretty okay. The Parise, Pageau line, I thought did pretty okay. There wasn't a line last night where I was too disappointed. Obviously, we all want Wahlstrom up with Barzal, which hasn't been happening. That's just if you want one change I want to see up there, Wahlstrom on the Barzell line. Take off Bailey. Take off Josh Bailey, please. Take off Josh Bailey, put Wahlstrom there, and see what happens. You didn't see Wahlstrom with Barzell until the very, very end of the game. When we were looking for that last goal, then you saw Wahlstrom with Barzell. Well, Trotz do that the whole game, and maybe we'll have more goals. Barzell's a playmaker. He likes to pass it right in front of the net. Well, guess where Anders Lee and Oliver Wahlstrom like to sit? In front of the net. That's where they love to go. Put them together. It's not rocket science. I don't know. Like, I just want to see it one game. Just give it one game, Trotz. Like, I would personally just do a bet, like I would do $100 bet with Barry Trotz. Like, behind the scenes, I'd meet him at a bar and be like, Barry, come here. Listen to me, you bald-headed genius. $100. You put Wahlstrom with Barzell, they score that game. Just $100. They will score that game if you put Wahlstrom with Barzell. That's my bet. I'm a Red Wings fan, but I enjoy the content. I appreciate it, Williams. I do appreciate it. Your Red Wings disappointed us in Detroit. I'm not gonna lie, I bet you enjoy that game as a Red Wings fan. I was almost really upset that we almost hurt Nick Leddy, by the way. I was very upset about that. Hey, Brandon Sikora with the 2, thank you so much. He says, was it weird to see King coaching the Blackhawks? Yeah, it definitely was. Derek King, if you guys don't know, is the head coach of the Chicago Blackhawks. After, all that horrible, not even going to talk about it. But, yeah, it's definitely weird to see an ex-Islander come in to the coaching position that your parents used to see play and stuff like that. I think it was a lot of fun, too. Derek King said there was a group of guys coming to UBS Arena in Derek King Islanders jerseys just to, screw with him. I didn't see the group. I really wanted to run into that group. I, went around the bottom floor just to see that group, but unfortunately, I didn't run into the Derek King group. I really wanted to. They were probably in a box somewhere, let's be honest, but that's awesome. And you know what? Derek King knows better than anyone how much the Islanders needed a new home, and we needed that new arena, and just the progress the organization has made over the 20 plus years. So it's nice to see Derek King, someone like Derek King, who's an ex-Islander, tip the hat to the new arena and be like, I'm glad they've gotten their new home and they're permanently on Long Island. That was great. And I have a lot of respect for that. Good to see. King had 40 goals with the Islanders one season. Hey, Derek King was a good player. What was your first attended Islanders game, says Michael Irish. My first attended Islanders game, I don't remember, because I was in diapers. I was a baby when I went to my first Islanders game, so I couldn't even tell you what my first Islanders game was. Want to tell everyone how I was surprised? Oh yeah, Addie, I forgot. My Toronto bestie. So I had 2 friends who went to the Detroit Red Wings game because my one friend Danielle is a huge Nick Leddy fan, so she was like, oh my god. And then I have my other friend Stephanie who went with her, and I didn't go because I didn't know what was happening with the job situation, so I didn't go. But then my other friend Addie surprised me by being at the game as well, and I was like, I really should have freaking gone. I really should have gone. And I see on Twitter that people can request to talk with you, which is very interesting. Whew. Should I try that? I'm going to ask the YouTube audience because that's my usuals. I was a baby, too, when I saw my first Bruins game live in 1970. Oh, my goodness. Try me around 1999, 2000. That was the 99-2000 season was my first ever season. My first ever hockey season was definitely that. I can definitely try the Twitter thing if you guys want me to try this, because we have some Twitter listeners here. One has requested. I don't know if you guys want me to try that. Should I test it off stream? I have already tested it once off stream. I don't know. I feel like it'd be... Oh, they are requested, but... I don't know. First game, December 5th, 2011. Oh, Brandon, it's never too late. I have a friend of mine, Danielle. She's a newer fan. She went to her first game like a year or two ago. It's never too late to start loving hockey. That I know for a fact. That is an honest factoid. But yeah. But going on from there, Islanders problems a lot. Just offensively. It's just, I think defensively we can clean it up too. I know a lot of people have a lot of hate for Chara, but I'm sorry, but if you look at like Aho, if you looked at Aho and like, I'm not going to give it, Hutton wasn't as bad, I would say. I guess you could say Hutton wasn't as bad. But if you looked at, like, Aho and... I have a lot of regret with Aho. He was bad. I just really... if you had me choose between Aho or Chara, I would pick Chara any day. Absolutely. Any day. Varlamov was good yesterday. Yes, he was, Brennan. Yes, he was. Varlamov was on his game. It had to go down to a shootout. I'm always impressed by Sorokin and Varlamov. It's not a goaltending situation. It's not a goaltending problem, which is always usually a problem with teams. It's not a goaltending problem. It's a line's offensive problem. It's an estimated 99 points. Yeah. Oh my god, you gotta love this. Hold on, I gotta read this comment in full because this is great. It's an estimated 99 points needed to get into playoffs. At that rate, the Islanders have to go 42-20 the rest of the way. Do you see how hard the math is? Do you see how hard the passive aggressiveness is? Jim? Do I still believe my team could do something like that? Yes. No regrets, Jim. Like, here's the thing, too, about, like, commenting like that. Do you have to be an asshole? No. But you did anyway, so I'm gonna be an asshole right back to you. Yes, I believe my team could go and do it. I've seen my team go on 10-game winning streaks. I've seen this team turn it around. I know they can turn it around. I've seen the capabilities of this team. The progressiveness of this team under Barry Trotz, under Lou Lamoriello. So yeah, I do believe we could do something like that. I've seen teams do stuff like that. Yes, I do believe in that. You don't have to throw math in my face. Ooh, I'm so intimidated. I passed, I passed my exams. I graduated high school. Like, I'm scared as hell. Ooh. I think we can do it. If you get a line change, like Wallstrom up, yes, I believe we can do it. I believe we can. And you can call me crazy. You can call me whatever you want. I've been called every single letter in the alphabet, I feel like. Go down the alphabet and name a curse. I've been called it. I'm used to it. I don't care anymore. Yes, I do believe they can do it. Go for it. Just go for it. I don't care. You know what? Let's see. Let's see what happens here. Aaron has requested on Twitter, so let's see what Aaron has to say. Gonna get him connected. Alright, we're trying Twitter for the first time. Aaron?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
How are you?
Oh, I'm hanging in there. How about you?
So what do you have to say about this whole Islander situation? What are you thinking, man?
Well, I mean, I have a lot of respect for the Islanders. I'm a Hurricanes fan, but I think, the Islanders, throughout the years I've watched the NHL, I feel like the Islanders, they like to, some years you're like, oh, they have a chance. They could do something great. And then some years, like, you don't know. And then sometimes it's like they have that year where you think they might finally do something, and I feel great for Islanders fans. And then they just blow it.
Honestly, it's true.
But, I mean, hey, at least you're not a Sabres fan. Sorry for the Sabre fans. I feel bad for them. But, like, I mean, like, you guys still blow it, but you do it in such a way that it's like the past couple years, you get to the conference final. And, I mean, I'm pulling for y'all because I did not want to see Tampa win, especially when they beat us.
Yeah.
But then it's like, I feel for New York because it's like neither the Rangers or Islanders have done much in the last several years, and it's just I can feel for the city of New York. They're wanting a hockey team to do something.
Pretty much.
Because they love their hockey.
Very much so, I'll tell you that. Like, and I definitely feel you. Just quickly to Marcus Hunt here over with the 3 says, let's go, Panda. Keep up the streams, enjoying them. Thank you, Marcus Hunt, very much. But, I said this from the beginning, when people were putting us up in first place and people were telling us, the Islanders, the Cup, I'm like, please don't. I was like, please don't. Because our motto is prove people wrong. And boy, have we been doing that. I love this team, and I love everything they do. It's just that I love being the underdogs rather than I love being, like, given the credit, which is so weird. But it's always feels to change how we perform. It's always something different with how we perform, and I appreciate your respect as a Hurricanes fan. Your team scares the crap out of me, by the way.
I'm excited, and the thing is I haven't felt this excited for my team in such a long time, because I mean we were out of the playoffs for 9 seasons. We went through such a hard time. I mean, I remember when we made the playoffs for the first time and I was crying. It was just like, yes, we finally, and now it's like I can't, for the first time since we won it back in 2006, I mean, I was small, but I remember that. And for the first time since then, I'm like, wow, we've got a hockey team. And from a small market for NHL, I mean, everybody is counting us out, and I love it, because it's like, as you talked about with your Islanders, about how you're always the prove people wrong, it's like, maybe finally we can shut these people up, and finally we could bring the cup back to Raleigh. It would just be fantastic for us. So.
I love your passion for your team, man. I absolutely adore it. I mean, I understand exactly where you're, like the 18-19 season, where I was like, we have a team here. That's how I felt for these past 2 to 3 years with this New York Islanders team, and I absolutely love your passion for the Hurricanes. And honestly, I put you guys in first place in the Metro before, like, my preseason predictions. I put you guys in first place. I don't underestimate you guys at all. I think the Hurricanes are definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with and are going to be the same thing in the playoffs.
Hey, I'm glad to hear some people are, because, I mean, a lot of people are counting us out, and even those that say, oh, they look really good, but watch when they get to the playoffs, they're going to just sputter out. I'm like...
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
You're not the Maple Leafs.
I feel so bad for them, especially, ever since the whole David Ayers thing. I've been watching YouTube with hockey and everything, and Dangle, I feel for the guy. I mean, I feel like he just... Oh, I hurt with him, because, I could see when that happened this last year, it's like the breath of life was taken out of that man. And I hope that, even though I'm not the biggest of an Islanders fan, I mean, not Islanders, I'm mixing teams up here, Leafs fan. There you go.
You're okay.
Like, I just, part of me hopes that they finally get at least past the first round, for the fan at least, because then they're not like, I don't want to see Dangle just like curl up into a ball. I can't do it. It hurts me.
But yeah, no, I appreciate you talking on. I appreciate you talking on this with me, Aaron. I wish the best to you and your Hurricanes. Obviously, you guys are pretty chill right now, but I appreciate you coming on and talking with me, man. I really do appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me, and love keeping up with you. Great content. Love keeping up with you on Twitter as well. And so keep up what you do, and I don't mind the Islanders as long as you're not playing my Canes. So I mean, hey, good luck to you.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. All right. That was Aaron, everybody. Thank you so much for coming on and talking with me, man. This is really cool. I like this new Twitter interaction. Not only can I have the YouTube chat with you guys, but I also have, just the personal one-on-one with the Twitter Spaces, which is really interesting. That's really, really cool to find out about. You should have a Rangers fan on. Jordan, we've already had you on. But yeah. This is really cool. I'm trying stuff out. Chris, I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up on this team. I can't. Physically, I can't. New York Islanders blood is in my DNA. It's in the DNA. It's who I am. It's my team 100% of the time, all the way. I'm never going to give up on this team. I'll be at the game Thursday. I'm never going to give up on this team. Ever. I can't. I physically can't. My grandma will, zap me from heaven. She will, strike me down from heaven. I know she's looking at me, too. I know she's looking at me going, don't you dare. I know she is. And I'm never gonna give up on this team. I can't. But just offensively, it's where do we go from here? How do we improve it? And I just feel like there's that lack of confidence. You saw it in Noah Dobson over these past few games as he's tried to blossom as a player. Is there a lack of confidence in this team that they are scared to go outside the box and try to, as a player, to do something extraordinary? They're scared to be sat by Barry Trotz by making a mistake. Is Barry Trotz that intimidating? Is that a possibility? I don't know. I don't know if Barry Trotz is just that intimidating that they're scared to do anything outside the box, try anything new. January 1st can't come soon enough. Someone, NZA says. I jinxed the Islanders last night. No, Alex, no, you did not. No one jinxed the team. I know all those superstitions and stuff like that. I don't know. It's just, there's nothing superstitious. There's nothing about cursing a team when you go to a shootout. I hate the shootouts. They don't decide winners. You can easily win the shootout when you don't deserve the game. That's the bottom line. How many teams can easily win on the shootout when they don't deserve to win? It's all it is just tie the game up. That's all you need to do. And that's not the answer. That is not the answer. And I know people have been talking about going back to ties. And honestly, I wasn't a big fan of ties. But now they're looking much better and more. They're looking better and better to me every time I see the shootout. Because that should not be a game decider. I'm sorry. It's even if we won. And a lot of people said this to me, Rangers fans, which funny enough. But even if we won the shootout, I still don't like winning that way. It feels like a sleazy win. Shootouts to me feel like sleazy wins. Just do a continuous 3-on-3. I agree. I feel like maybe we should do a longer overtime. That's what I love about playoffs is that it goes for a full 20 minutes. You play another period until someone scores. you play until you physically can't anymore. And I know that's not fair to the players. That's the you know what I mean? And I understand that that's fair to the players from that aspect. Is that you can't just have them go forever. You know, they're people, they have muscles, they need to rest. But I do also believe in just that, you know, you should play until the team that deserves it to win wins. I don't know. It's a tough situation, and I understand why there's not an immediate change. I don't know what the true answer is, but I know the shootout is not it. And it feels like a sleazy win, no matter which way it goes. If you lose, it feels that much worse, obviously. But even with winning in a shootout, it's like, bruh, that shouldn't have happened. I don't know. That's just my own personal opinion about that. Did they ever consider getting rid of the shootout? Justin, I'm not sure. Go back to the 3 periods I grew up. Yeah, go back with ties. That's what people have been saying. Go back to the ties. But shootouts apparently brought like more excitement. It brought more viewers apparently to the NHL for overtimes. That's why they went with the shootouts in the first place, as far as I saw. Aaron on YouTube says, here is my idea for regular season for overtime that makes everyone happy. 5 minutes, 3-on-3, 3-player shootout. If no winner determined, then end in a tie. But you still have the shootout in there, Aaron. The shootout, I just want abolished. The shootout can go kick rocks. It's just a skills contest. OT can be exciting, but you know what? And I thought this was funny. A writer for The Athletic, who I respect a lot, but he goes, yesterday's playoffs. Yesterday's OT of Islanders Blackhawks was super boring. And I don't know if I can really disagree with him. I mean, we just held on to the puck, barely shot it. Because the name of the game in OT when you're up 3-on-3 is possession. You always want to keep possession. And I don't know, and that the Islanders did that. And when the Islanders do what they're supposed to do in OT and hold on to the puck on a 3-on-3, it's boring. Well, we also can't shoot, so tell me something else you want the Islanders to do in overtime. Because we can't shoot the puck, but we can keep possession. That we can do. Both teams were going backwards. Absolutely. And the Blackhawks were doing the same thing. They were doing the same thing the Islanders were doing in OT there. So you can blame the Islanders all you want, but the Blackhawks were doing the same thing. Remember 4-on-4 overtime? I don't remember 4-on-4 overtime. I remember regular 5v5 overtime. Remember regular 5v5 overtime. 4v4 was ass. I love that. Jordan Addy, 4v4 was ass. I love 3-on-3. But the problem with 3-on-3 is, again, it's a possession holding game. Hey, Holden, I appreciate that. Yeah, much love to you, Holden. If you want anytime, at me on Twitter, I will chat with you. I just don't feel shootout is the answer. I maybe try more OT, 10 minutes. Do you think maybe prolonging OT would be a better solution? I want your your opinion, because only my opinion is boring. No one wants to hear just one opinion. I want to hear your guys' opinion. Would you have a longer OT? Do you think shootout should remain? What is your opinion on it? Because here we go, NCA, unpopular opinion, but I actually really like the shootouts. That's what I'm talking about. We have one that's pro shootouts who actually like it. Hey, Nijay. Wait a minute, Kim wears glasses. Shut up, Jordan. Y'all know I wear glasses. It's not... I'm blind, okay? Teams rather risk the shootout than give up an odd man rush in OT. Well, here's the thing, Marchese, by the way, nice name. Here's the thing. The Islanders did that just the other night. We went to overtime. Beauvillier like floated one on net. We gave up an odd man rush and lost the game that way. We lost our chance at the extra point. You can't do that. That's why we were so tentative against the Blackhawks, is because we made that mistake once. We were not going to make it again. And honestly, I would have been pissed. I dye my hair. What? I don't dye my hair. It's crazy. If the NHL were to change overtime, try 2 sets of 10 minutes. But is that too long? That's where the question comes in. Is that too long? For the players, I mean, players that have to play back-to-backs, play a game every other night. Is that too long? Or is 10 minutes just the perfect timeline? I don't know. You can't play 10 or 20 minutes of overtime in regular season games when you're playing 3 games a week. That's what I'm saying about Jim. That's what I'm saying, is that too long. But what is it's a really moral question of what is the correct way to end a hockey game? What is the correct way to fairly have a winner? That's the hard part. 1 set of 10, I think, is perfect. That's what I'm leaning towards, is that you play 10 minutes, 3-on-3, maybe even just regular 5-on-5, 10 more minutes. Most 3-on-3s, or maybe 3-on-3. What do you think? What does Twitter think? With the team is not a confidence issue. We are not good enough. Trotz refuses to sit that idiot Chara when Salo should be in there. And the stupid comment about Golashev. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. I would rather have Chara every day over Aho. Just to put that out there. Chara every day over Sebastian Aho. He's shown me nothing. And the Golashev thing... Yes, I wish Golashev had gotten a chance in there. I really do wish he had given Golashev a chance up top. But that just isn't a reality right now. I think Salo should be playing over Aho. Absolutely. Put Salo in over Aho. And who knows, maybe put him with Chara. You know, Chara, people give Chara so much shit. And I understand hasn't had some good plays. I didn't think he had that bad of a night last night. Honestly. I really didn't think he did. He made some great plays. He's great on the PK. He got those pucks out of the zone. I think he gets so much... Yes, he's not the greatest skater. That's why we traded him in the first place when he was with us. And then he goes on to be captain of the Bruins and win a Stanley Cup, okay? It's not always just about skating. I don't know. And when... Last night, if you guys watched, Chara booked ass to go to the net last night. It was him right in front of the net. He was right there as a net front presence when we had a chance offensively. He booked his ass while we were going for a change to get in front of that net. It's a big ass traffic cone. Facts. I don't know. It's just like people miss the good he does and just focus on just every tiny bad thing he does. Maybe it's because I'm a Chara simp. I know I'm a Chara simp. But honestly, I really didn't think he had that bad of a night last night. And if you're talking about over Aho, yeah, I think he did better. Crucify me. Chara's stick is taller than me. Yeah, Chara's stick is taller than a lot of people's. Alex says because he brings nothing good. I don't know why you're saying he brings nothing good. He brought an offensive chance, and if anything, he stopped attempts at the net. I don't know what else you want him to do as a defenseman when his job is to stop attempts towards the net, which he did. I don't know what else you want him to do. If you, I don't know what else to say. He's not an Adam Fox. He's not going to be an Adam Fox who's a two-way player. Everyone wants every single player on this team to just be able to turn around and score goals like they're Alex Ovechkin. And that's just not a reality. We want something that's not realistically gonna happen. it's just about seeing what we have and trying to make it work. The only person who is taller than Chara's stick is Chara. Very true, NZA. Very true. It's just, that's the Islanders' problem right now. And then, yeah, like, I know a lot of people are crapping on Mayfield. Yeah, it wasn't good with his penalties last night. Absolutely not. It's never good when you have a player taking that many penalties here and there. You never want to see that. Do I wish Mayfield would step up more? Absolutely. And Thomas Boyle coming in with a 5 on YouTube says, thanks for doing these podcasts. They're amazing. I would like to be a guest on your podcast. Have some amazing stories. Thank you so much, Thomas. I appreciate that so much. But yeah, if you're talking about a problem too, when we had the young kids up here, it's the vets that weren't stepping up. Matthew Barzal not able to adapt to his situation. Pageau, like Palmieri, guys who should be able to adapt to these situations didn't. They just expected it to be like every other game. Like Matt Barzal throwing pucks in front of the net, expecting Anders Lee to always be there when he was out with COVID. He shouldn't, like, the fact that they weren't able to adapt to their situations, that they weren't able to turn it around and just take it themselves. Just have a little bit more greed with the puck. Take a little bit more greed and take it on their stick and take it to the net. I wanted a little bit more greed out of them, I guess you could say. And I didn't see that. Whereas Noah Dobson, I think you did. Noah Dobson, you saw that greed. You saw him take the puck and just bring it up into the blue line and take a shot on net. You did see that there. And thank you, Jen. Thank you so much, Jen, for the little sticker. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. But that's where you saw it. And you want to talk about another problem this team has? Zone entry. Offensive zone entry. How many times last night did we dump and chase? Just dump and chase. How many times? Especially on a power play. You have an extra man. Why are you dumping and chasing the puck? You might as well say, here you go. Here's the puck for you. Why are you dumping and chasing the puck? No. I just want to see one time them enter the zone cleanly. Pass the blue line cleanly. Look to one another. Make a move. You saw, like I said, you saw Noah Dobson do that move. I was like, holy crap, that's amazing. Because no one does moves. We all run right into the player and pass it and hope to God it goes to someone's stick. Every single time. There's no such thing as like plays or moves. It's dump and chase, dump and chase, dump and chase. And hopefully, hope to God it goes to someone's stick. I want to see a clean offensive zone entry. And that's something I don't see from this team a lot. A lot. What is going on in the YouTube chat, man? Oh, man. Gotta love it. What do you think, guys? Should I go back to my natural color? I don't know. Should I go back to blonde? Man, it's been a rough week. It's just been a rough week. Physically and mentally. I really do feel it. It's been a very difficult week physically and mentally with me. I mean, it sucks enough seeing, your team lose 11 straight. And every game I come back with new confidence that they will break this streak, that they will come back alive, that they will come and, destroy it. And every game I get disappointed. But honestly, it's just been tough online too. With the Islanders losing this losing streak, I've noticed a lot of people turning on one another, just being absolutely rude to one another for just no reason except that they have to take their anger out on someone else. And that's not my Islanders fan base. No, it's not. I know this fan base. And what I've been seeing online is not it. I know you're upset. I know this is frustrating. But don't take it out on others. Just don't. I could have easily come on here and just, cursed and, oh, F this team, I'm done. I could have as easily have done that. But that's not how I feel at all. And I could just, fake it. I could just say I'm done. And just give you guys the show. Give you guys a show, But that's not how I feel. Jordan asked me, if I could have one player back, who would I take? Probably Jordan Eberle. Definitely Jordan Eberle. But I don't know. I'm not a fan of people taking it out on other fans. I don't know. I get the frustration. I get being pissed off that this team, this team has gone to the ECF 2 years in a row. And they're playing like this right now. That they're just not there. And it's frustrating. But I don't know. I still have belief in this team. And let's say even if they were done right now. Let's say even if right now there was no possible way of them making the playoffs. That there was nothing. We were done. There's nothing we could do. Even then, I wouldn't be mad. Even then, I would still give my left kidney for this team. I don't know. Maybe it's not just playoffs that mean something for me for this team. Maybe it's just that what I want to see from this team is that every night when they go onto the ice, that they are giving 100%. That they give a damn. That they want it just as much as the fan does. And this past night, I think I saw that. I think it's been a glimpse of just hope. I was, my friend, like I said before, Stefan, he posted the picture of after Dobson scored the game-tying goal with 2 seconds left. He posted that. And I think really that's what has kept me in this fight, is seeing that how much the players, their mentality, their stride still wants it. And honestly, I wasn't too upset with their play last night. Was there moments where I feel like they could have played better? Absolutely. But I didn't see them just completely give up on the ice. Which I feel like is more than I got when I watched them back in 2008. Where it just looked like they just didn't give a crap every single game. So yeah, as long as they still care, I still care. That's what I care about with this team. As long as they still care, I still care. As long as they still give 100%, I will give them my 100%. I just want to see them do the best that they can do. I just want to see this team do the best they can do. And if their best just isn't enough right now, it isn't enough right now. I have plenty of years left. I can see this team do it. It's just, if it means being patient, I've been patient a long time. I can be patient a little more. It sucks. Trotz won't tolerate this team giving up. I hope not. That's why he's our coach. I hope that I want to be a fly in the wall when he gives his intermission speeches. I want to know what Trotz says to this team in between periods. Because I know what the hell I would say. I know what I would give to them. But I want to see what Trotz says. I want to know what he says and explains to them. Because I'm damn curious. I'm very damn curious. I would love to be like an assistant coach for a day. Just to see what it's like being in a Barry Trotz locker room. Just out of curiosity. Just to see what he protrudes as a coach. Just very curious about that. I know a lot of other people too. Good night, Alex. Thank you for joining. But we still got like a minute or two left. I'll take any last minute questions. Anything else on here, I'll be glad to answer. Assistant coach for the Rangers. No NCA. Hell to the no. No. But anything on Twitter or on YouTube. Did you see the dog pooping on the Flyers logo? Yes, I saw the dog pooping on the Flyers logo. Oh boy. Yes, I saw it. Poor police dog. I mean, poor dog had to go when he had to go. Leave the poor dog alone. Poor dog had to go when he had to go. Oh my goodness. Justin S. with the $5 dono. Thank you so much, Justin. He says, it was great to meet you at Belmont. It was great to meet you too. And Game 4 versus Tampa, when I went with my dad, where does the Super Chat money go? It's my first time giving out a Super Chat. Well, Justin, the Super Chat money, I pulled together. It's helping me right now as I'm in between jobs. So I appreciate the support. It's kind of just support to me in the channel as I'm in between jobs right now to help forward, keep doing these streams, keep doing, supporting just everyday life of mine. So I really appreciate every super chat. I really do appreciate it. Poor Flyers fans, honestly. Yeah, honestly, I feel bad for the Flyers fans. That sucks with the dog. The dog had to go when he had to go, okay? Leave the poor dog. Thoughts on the Marchand and Panarin situation from Thanksgiving? Yes, the thrown glove. So what I've heard about that is that Marchand said something about Putin? Or said something to Panarin like, no one likes you in Russia, but I doubt it was that nice. As we all know, Panarin has Russian, a situation back at home with his, not his support of Putin in his home country, which I can understand, why Panarin threw his glove at Marchand. That's just something you don't talk about. Nobody in Russia likes you. It's just something you just don't talk about. It's just home country. Leave it alone. Oh, Marchand definitely does stupid things. But yeah, no, I'm just shocked that Panarin was fined for that. I'm sorry, but that's ridiculous. That Panarin was actually fined for that. Are you kidding me? He was fined for throwing his glove. I'm sorry, is the league 5 years old? Ridiculous. Did you think the McDavid boarding major was suspension worthy? I didn't really see much of the McDavid boarding penalty. I saw it was a penalty. I didn't really see it much. I saw one angle of it, but you couldn't really see the hit. So I can't really make a comment about the McDavid boarding penalty as I really didn't see it. I did see the situation last night, though, with the Leafs and the Winnipeg Jets. That was nuts, with Pionk going nuts and Spezza going nuts. That was crazy. I've got most of my information from Jornati over here about the Pionk and Spezza situation. That was nuts. Spezza of all guys too. Yeah, you know what? Spezza's an upstanding guy. He wanted to protect his team, but an in-person hearing, that's not good. That's not good if it's an in-person hearing. It was a bad play by Spezza. What he did was not right in the slightest. I get being upset, but there's crossing a line, and he crossed that line. So that's going to be a long-term suspension. But with the Pionk play, again, it was announced today that Pionk got 2 games, which, I agree with Taylor, the way she said this, is that if Taylor said, you know, if it wasn't 100% certain if he went to go stick out his knee with that knee-on-knee collision, so I can see it being 2 games, but if he intentionally did it, it should have been longer. But yeah, Addie, who's a Leafs fan right now, says the Pionk suspension I find was the right amount. Especially since Pionk really is not a repeat offender. So yeah, I'm not too upset about his suspension length. I don't find it that bad. I feel like it seems right. But yeah, again, with the whole Spezza situation, this is gonna be interesting. Definitely gonna be interesting to see how long Spezza gets, because what he did was really not right. It was absolutely not right. No, Addie, we will not take Dermot. That's the one thing, Addie. We are not taking Dermot. Oh my goodness. But yeah, all right. We've hit the hour 6 mark now. So that's going to be the end of this podcast. I'll see you guys hopefully next Sunday. Hopefully, just to make sure the Islanders don't have a game next Sunday. I don't think we do. But I should see you guys next Sunday at 10 p.m. I know I've been doing it on Mondays. I know it's been all over the place with the podcast. That's what happens when hockey's back. But I should see you guys Sunday night, 10 p.m., regular time. I'm going to hopefully do this on Twitter again. Hopefully you guys on Twitter enjoyed this. Thank you guys so much for sticking through and listening to me on Twitter. It's the first time I'm trying this, so I really do appreciate it. But guys, as I end every single podcast, thank you so much for joining me. Put in the chat, let's go Islanders, let's go Rangers, let's go Jets, let's go Leafs, let's go Hurricanes, let's go whatever your team is. Put it in the chat, load up the chat with what your favorite team is, because your team would not be who they are without your fandom and without your passion. That's what makes hockey, is being the passionate fan that you are. I love seeing all the different types of fans in here. Hey, what's up, Rocha? I'm sorry I'm ending the podcast. I'm sorry, Rochita. I'm sorry, Rocha. But I love seeing I love this. We got Avs, we got Canes, we got Rangers, we got Blues, we got Bruins. I love it. I love seeing all the different teams in here. Go Leafs, go! There's another one. Thank you for the Rocha commands, my mods. I appreciate it. But yeah, no, I love seeing all the Rocha. Oh my god, Rocha's rating me as I'm about to end the podcast. Rocha! He told me to wait, and I'm being rated right now. Oh my god. Hello! As I'm about to end the podcast. Now I understand why he said wait. Oh my god. This is nuts right now. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, welcome to the Islanders pod. Oh my god, but thank you guys on Twitter for joining in. I'll see you guys next time for number 84. Hopefully you guys can join me next Sunday night. I'll see you then. Oh my gosh, Rocha! You crazy! Oh my goodness, thank you guys for stopping in. I mean, I just finished my whole talk about the New York Islanders, our 11-game losing streak, and how I want to, like, die in a hole, but please, come on in. Oh, I'm a sad, sad human being. But, yo, you know what? Since it's the end of the podcast, and since we'd have, like, nothing more to talk about, look what I got! I got the Islanders puppy calendar. Look at the puppies. Islanders and puppies. Can it get any better than that? Like, come on. Come on. And it supports the Guide Dog Foundation. Like, come on. Let's go. We got Anders Lee for January. Thank you, Joshua. I appreciate you. We got the goaltenders, Varlamov, Sorokin, and Schneider. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Look at all the... Oh my god. Look, it's Chara. It's the big boy. And we got Ross the boss. I like how they put the two big boys next to one another. Hell yeah. Pats win. Let's go. Thank you for the rocha raid, man. Now you get to see Islanders and puppies. Because, number one, Josh Bailey. Oh, look at Sezikis and Maddie Martz. Look at that. Oh my god. So much happiness. So much happiness. So look at it. And they put the bald men together. They put the bald men together now. So we got Andy Green and Adam Pellick. We got the bald men right next to each other. Oh man, and the young kids. Look, it's Aho, which you know I love, and Noah Dobson. But oh man, I'm sorry. Hey, we got the Italiano boys, Palmieri and Barzell. I don't know if Barzell is Italian, but he looks Italian. Come on, he looks Italian. Just saying, he looks Italian. Oh, this is my favorite pictures. Hey, thank you, Riza. I appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, Scotty Mayfield's picture is definitely my favorite. And then we got Ryan Pulick next to him. But Scotty Mayfield's definitely the most genuine smile of the bunch. He's my favorite. Definitely. Then we got the Pilgrim and Beauvillier. Brock Nelson, who I call the Pilgrim, because that man is a pilgrim. You just give him a pitchfork and a hat, and he's a pilgrim. Just saying. All right, we got Wallstrom, and we got Kiefer Bellows, two of the young kids on the team. Look at the puppy, he's sleeping. Look at the puppies, come on. Like, come on. Lo, you're funny, like the vibe? Appreciate it. I appreciate you. You should come when I'm doing a hockey game. That's when it gets fun. Yo, tomorrow, Islanders, Senators. I got you guys. Oh, ow. Pageau and Parise, which is fun. And then, look at all the extra pictures. I love this calendar. I love this calendar so much. Love this calendar. Hey, let's go, Pens. You must be very happy right now. But yeah, coming tomorrow, Islanders versus Senators. I will be here for you guys. We're going to enjoy this game together. I'm excited to be doing play-by-play again. Obviously, you guys know why I didn't do it last Saturday, but I will be doing some play-by-play for you guys because I miss doing it. We got to get Tala back. We got to get the vibes back. We gotta get the vibes back, man. What's the best way to do that? With all of you. All of my loves. Yeah. Riot and respect. I appreciate that. The Devils are killing you slowly. I mean, you lost in shootout. It's not that bad. Shootout doesn't really count, Riot and respect. So don't be mad about that. You literally lost in, like, the worst way possible, which was a shootout. But you still got a point. So, don't be too upset about that. 3-1 lead right now. There you go. Yep. Let's go, Pens. I told you you'd be happy about that. But yeah. Tomorrow, we're doing a stream together. I promise. Each and every one of you. We're doing a stream together tomorrow to watch some Islanders hockey. So you can see in live action my pain. So you can see live what happens every time with the Islanders for 11 straight games. You can see my pain. So welcome to the pain family. We're gonna do this together. Woo! Addie, that's because I haven't even played fantasy. I don't even know what's happening on fantasy. I don't care. Predictions for tomorrow? We're gonna lose. The Islanders are going to lose. In some way, somehow, the Islanders will lose tomorrow. That's my prediction. And you guys will get to see my pain. So you guys can join me for a nice pain fest. Yay! Ottawa beat New Jersey. I do know that, Thomas. I'm feeling an own goal. No, not that badly, Jordan. Don't get your hopes up, okay? All right. Calm yourself down. Calm yourself down there, okay? Flyers lost 7-5. I did see that. At one point, it was like 7-1, though. It was nuts. Like, there was no way they were coming back. I can't believe they came back 7-5, but yeah. Flyers continued their losing streak, so thank God. Now, hopefully the Islanders can turn this shit around. We shall see. All right, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.